Hey, Shalom, Call Halimla, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bakakwadash. Double honors be to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elders in Akim that is pushing this word with truth and sincerity. Shalom to the whole family. Now, on my YouTube feed, this video, of course, popped up, as I was scrolling through YouTube. And I watched it, and what's pretty relevant is who this dude is. Now, I'm not sure who this dude is, but GMS uploaded, of course, and I'm gonna do a quick lesson on it. All right, now we're gonna watch the video and get a few precepts.
It's a shame where this is going, but unfortunately, this needed to happen. So everything that's happening now, the breakdown of the country, the fucking constant bitterness, the division, all of this shit needed to happen. It was supposed to happen. This was written for us a long time ago. And though when I was a kid, I really didn't subscribe to it or believe it, but now I'm starting to believe it. And believe it or not, guys, here's the fucked up shit. And I hate to admit to this, but the Israelites, right? Those are the guys that used to hang out on 42nd Street. They used to scream at white people, "You white devil," and like run around with the devil horns, and "You fucking white people fucked us over." But they used to stop yelling at white people for like 5 minutes, and they used to talk about the mark of the beast and all sort of crazy shit that is happening now. That being said, these same guys who hated white men read a white guy's book called Behold a Pale White Horse, or Behold a Pale Horse, right? They read this book, and they were saying that shit. And in that book, it said the same thing. Guys, it's just insane how the people we ignored, who were standing on the street corner with their signs about the end is near,
right,
or some crazy shit was going to happen, we ignored them. We ignored the Israelites who, listen, again, I don't subscribe to them. I don't. But for everything...
Alright, so you heard the bald head man with the smooth fucking face. You obviously haven't heard... Obviously, man, this dude is bugged the fuck out. But he heard him. He heard the Israelites, and down in New York City, man, he had to run into the houses of the elders of GMS, man. He had to. So by that, he's already marked. He's already marked for judgment, because he heard the message that the Israelites was given to him, but he ignored it, and now he's actually coming to grips with it, that everything that the prophets were saying is actually coming to reality. Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua in his word. So we're gonna get some scriptures, because this nigga, he's pissed that the world is going down. Esau's word is going down. He said, unfortunately, he's ashamed to say it. Like he loves being a slave to the so-called white man. And this is a beaten, whipped, bald-faced nigga, man. All right, and plenty of more you jakes are gonna come to grips, but you gonna realize it's too late. The doors of mercy is being shut, and the hope for the light is being sealed. All right, so let's get some precepts. This is Lamentations chapter 2, verse 15. All that passed by clapped their hands at thee. They hissed and wagged their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, "Is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth?" Now, that scripture, I just wanted that first line, because that's what these niggas was doing. Everybody that walked past the camps, the brothers, they hear the words, but it goes in one out the other. They wag their hand, they scold, they scoff, they scorn, they laugh, and they call, especially GMS, which has the 100% truth, all through this beer and power Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Especially Great Millstone. All they do, they call them bummerlights. They call them snow bunnies. All types of shit. And this is coming from other Israelite camps as well that are found out to be false prophets, man. They ain't pushing prophecy. Anyways. Yeah, so this nigga know the word, and he knew that Now I want to get a segue to the second scripture I wanted. All right, because the prophets ain't on the scene for no reason, man. There's a reason that the prophets are on the scene. Most High sent his men out during the last days of kingdoms, man, to preach his word. And guess what? We're at the last days. And this nigga finding out that Esau's kingdom is falling, but he don't want it to fall. This is Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 32. I'll start. And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice, and can play well on an instrument. For they hear thy words, but they do them not. They hear thy words, but they do them not. This smooth-faced nigga heard of the Israelites, but he didn't seek to find more knowledge on them. He just kept going about his daily routine of being a smooth-faced nigga. All right? He heard that the so-called white man is the devil. He heard about the MOTB, Revelation 13th chapter. He heard about division, sedition, destruction. He heard about this. But he heard them, let's read again. For they hear thy words, but they do them not. The old rebellious ass niggas, man. Verse 33, this is the point. And when this come to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. So when the shit hits the fan, they're gonna really realize that these so-called crazy men in long garments, they're gonna know that those were the prophets of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That we were the prophets of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai out there warning the people. All right, let's go to Jeremiah 28. You niggas gonna bug out in that day, man. When the prophet's off the scene, Most High closes the curtains, and you niggas really gonna bug out. Y'all gonna be searching for answers. YouTube's gonna be shut down. Y'all ain't gonna, man. Call lawyer how about Shem Shai. Jeremiah 28 verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms. Is America not a great kingdom? Considered a great kingdom? Of war and of evil and of pestilence. He heard about it, man. The thing about it is this nigga's marked because he didn't do anything about it. You know, so he's Ezekiel 9 and forward. He's marked for judgment, man. You know? Let's go into, and we don't care. We don't care if you heard it and if you listen or not. We don't give a shit, but we still gonna push these scriptures. Now, I'm gonna go into, always go into this scripture because you heard the words of the prophets, but you didn't do anything. You didn't act on it. You just went back into the world and been a smooth-faced nigga. You know? So, like I said, everybody heard the Israelites by now. But there's something you should do if you have heard these great men speak. This is Sirach, chapter 5, verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance. That's what's about to happen to 2/3 of you Jakes, man. 2/3 of you Jakes in America, man, is about to perish. All right, especially a lot of you Jakes that know that you're an Israelites. You're making tarrying for the Lord. You're putting up day to day. You're not coming out trying to learn more. You're not watching videos, YouTube videos. You're not putting off. You watching, being a busybody Israelite. You watching other camps when you're not subscribed to one. And even if you're subscribed to one of these Israelite camps, they're going off anyway. So you guys are pretty much fucked out here, man. Because the prophets, the apostles and elders been on the scene since, well, of course they've been doing this thing 30 years. But when the YouTube thing popped off in 2007, You know, there's a lot of blood that's being taken off the prophet's hands, man. Cause y'all heard the words, but y'all put it off. So fuck you niggas, man. This is Second Esdras. This is just another scripture I just want to bring up because you know. Oh, you know what? I had a point I wanted to make, but it's all good. But like I said, what the prophets been saying on those corners, they've been looking crazy and all that shit, but they've been speaking that truth, man. And at the end of the day, who's going to really look like a goddamn idiot? All right, because let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 10. And we know we look crazy out there, but we don't look that crazy now, do we? But check this out. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 10. We are fools for Yahweh's sake, but ye are wise in Hamashiach. We are weak, but ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised. Well, we already know we're despised, man. Anything that comes out the prophet's mouth, it's always been hated amongst you fucking wicked niggas, man. But guess what? Work still has to be done, all right? So it's just another example of a wicked Jake that heard about the words of Yahweh Shemal Shai, and he did nothing with it. All right, and he went deeper and deeper back into the world. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. You know, this is a beautiful thing, man. The Most High is really showing who he's dealing with in these times. All right. So with that, I'm gonna give all praise, all honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakakodash. Double honors be to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elders and Akim that has pushed this word with truth and sincerity. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Abad Babal. Death to Esau. Death to the heathen. Death to you wicked 2/3 niggas. Shalom to the hopeful elect.